Gianni Ciserani, you're President for Western Europe of Procter Gamble. You were this morning speaking at the session I moderated about sustainable consumption and incentives for it. What's your main net take from that session?
I think it was a great session, very helpful, and I think it's very important on this subject to keep the dialogue open. We agreed on many things, we disagreed on few others. But this is a complex subject, as we said today, and is one difficult to resolve, and only through dialogue and confronting the different opinions, we can then find the right solution.
There were a lot of calls this morning and more generally in the last few years for business to take more leadership and to contribute to educating consumers and providing green products, even though they may not feed your bottom line as much as others. How do you react to these demands?
I think we are very happy to be challenged on that. What we try to do is to provide answers our own way, and our own way is described in three parts. One is focus on innovation. We can be more helpful when there is a climate that favors innovation. The second part is to do it leveraging our brands, because our brands are an asset that we have in the company, and we are trying to take our brands, all of them, and make them better for consumers and more sustainable. And the third one is we try to do it by talking to consumers and making sure we keep always their needs first. The risk is that sometimes we get trapped in our own internal debates and forget that in the end the consumer has to make the vote and the consumers have to make the right choices. We always have to check what we do with the consumers.
There was a lot of talk this morning also at this session about educating the consumer via advertising. It's obviously one of the ways of informing and educating consumers. What can you do which is not only self-interested but promoting green products altogether?
I think what we are trying to do is to make our products greener, if that is a definition that we can use. We don't believe in the differentiation between green product and non-green products. We think, and the case study of Ariel is very telling, you can take a mainline brand, very famous, market leader in many countries, and you can make it better for the environment via this innovation that allows consumers to wash at low degrees, at 30 degrees. You can make it better for the environment and better for the consumers. I think the key point of today was trade-offs slow down the consumer conversion. Consumers move faster and bolder when we eliminate the trade-offs. This is what P&G is about. We are trying to do products that are better for the main use, for the performance that they are designed for, and more sustainable for the environment. And the example of Ariel is one that shows that it can be done and it works.
Now we are at the European Business Summit, so the atmosphere is quite corporate-oriented, communication, public affairs, and some NGOs resent this. Yesterday there was a little happening by Friends of the Earth criticizing a number of corporates present for greenwashing and for talking more than they act. How do you react to this criticism?
I think we are in a democracy, and it's right that everybody has the opportunity to express their opinions. I can only answer with facts, which is we innovated Ariel. We made an Ariel that can wash perfectly at cold temperature, and today 3 times more consumers are washing in cold temperature than it was the case 5 years ago. When you wash in cold temperature, you reduce the energy consumption of the washing cycle by 40%.
And you don't use more powder?
No, you don't use more powder, you lose less powder, because meanwhile we are also concentrating our products. So you get the results that you want, you save 40% of the energy, and many more consumers are making that choice. And I think these are the facts. Then we all have the right to have our judgment about these facts and have a point of view, and we respect all the points of view.
Okay, Gianni Ciserani of Procter Gamble, thank you very much.
Thank you, and thanks for having me here. It was a great pleasure.